One of the most important romantic painters was William Turner. Ruskin said that no one else could describe nature as truthfully as William Turner. He was born in 1775 in London and died in 1851. He was an English romantic landscape painter, watercolorist, and printmaker. And we can say that he actually anticipates what the Impressionist movement will be. Although in his time he wasn't really appreciated, he was considered a sort of crazy man. About his early life, we can say that it was very important when they moved to live by the River Thames. His dad was a barber. He entered the Royal Academy of Arts when he was really young, when he was just 14 years old. Oh, he was really precocious. About the River Thames, I just wanted to point out that he always said that he loved water. He loved listening to the noise of water flowing, and we can see this love for water in most of his paintings. He traveled in all Europe, starting in England, the Lake Districts, and then going to Europe, France, Switzerland, Italy, and everywhere he went, he traveled with his sketchbooks, and he used to draw everything. What is his style? Well, actually, he loves his subjects. His subjects are shipwrecks, fires, natural catastrophes, and natural phenomena such as sunlight, storm, rain, and fog. Actually, when there was the burning of the Parliament in London, they say that they saw him taking a boat and getting very near the fire and sketching and drawing in order to impress what was this idea of fire. His techniques. He actually had a very innovative technique. He used to paint with all sorts of materials, such as knives, sponges, etc. He can say there is an evolution in his painting, because at the beginning he used to paint in a very academic way, but as time went by, he started painting in a more stainy and more innovative way. For example, in this painting of Rain, Steam, and Speed, it is difficult to understand what the subject is. Most of it are stains, and actually it recalls a Impressionist painting. He uses a technique of sometimes he paints with watercolors. Certain times he paints with oil, but he uses oils every time with a more transparent quality, okay, to evoke the idea of light. One of his most important paintings is the Evening Before Deluge. He gets inspiration in Goethe's theory of color. Here he represents the idea of sublime, his idea of that fear that can be the most intense feeling that man can feel. The light and the weather play a crucial role. So the light is actually the main character in the painting, I would say. Turner believes that God is the one in charge, and and God creates the flute, and allows Noah to survive. Like, for example, that's the Bible says. But actually, we can hardly recognize Noah or the animals. We can see mainly this sort of light and this wave, this black wave that represents the deluge. Images are blurred. They are not very clear, as we were mentioning, because they are stained blur. There's no drawing, and color takes place of form. You can see this circular shape, very important. Okay, he actually, as I mentioned before, is the precursor of the Impressionist movement.